All right, so here's Chael Sonnen, and when he is at his wrestling peak, at his suffocating best, man, this is not a guy with which you want to contend inside that octagon.
I mean, just pressure. It's pressure from the very start of the fight. Chael pressures you as if he has great striking, but the striking is all intended to be a distraction for him to get to that beautiful double leg, take it to the ground and smother you. Chael Sonnen starts to play games with your mind, not only inside the octagon, but outside before you get there. But ultimately, when the gates close, when that door closes behind him, he is a suffocating beast. If he can take you to the ground, he can control you, and he can get his hand raised.
The middleweight champion upon which all future belt holders will be judged. Here's the Hall of Famer, Anderson the Spider Silva. And I know you didn't have a training camp for the man despite dominating him at UFC 200, but that'll whoop your mind a little bit staring across the octagon at this fight.
It absolutely does. You know, we always speak about the fighters that there's a little bit more to them than just the fighter. That's Anderson Silva. The very first time I walked to any UFC event, I watched Anderson Silva embarrass Forrest Griffin. His striking, his vision, his confidence was something I'd never seen before in a sporting competition.
Yeah.
He is just one of the best fighters I've ever seen. He's amazing.
He basically took a key lime pie out of his shorts and put it in Forrest Griffin's face. Anderson Silva, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the main event introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Chael Sonnen. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, Anderson Silva with a lot of high-level experience against wrestlers like Chael Sonnen in their series, but you gotta think that he has done a lot of work to make sure he can keep this fight on.
Well, it's the only way you can get beat, honestly, is if you continue to take him down. He's so good at striking that if he can stay upright, you are always up against him. For Anderson to win tonight, he's got to keep his back on the octagon side, circle to the center, and make sure that he is controlling the engagements and the pace of this fight.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, the pleasant way to put it is that the fighters are respecting each other, feeling each other out, and managing risk, but really not much in terms of action thus far.
No, they got to get going. I understand that when people are fresh, they're very scary, but you cannot be this cautious.
A human highlight, Anderson Silva. You never know exactly what's coming in from which angle.
Yeah, Anderson Silva's different, man. You don't know how he's going to attack you. He just has a tremendous ability to find his attacks.
Well, see, and this is where he needs to be, right? To be able to control position here, minimize the damage, and not be on the wrong end of the striking.
Yeah, he's got to control him. right? Minimize the damage, but he also can get some damage off now so that when his opponent gets back to his feet, he's a little bit more fatigued and beat up.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Oh, good defensive work by him there as he gets out of harm's way. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches.
He's looking for the submission here, champ. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage out of it.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single hook.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Silva. All right, late round one action here, and the godfather of ground and pound, the Hammer Mark Coleman, would be proud.
He'd be very proud to watch this because he's not controlling him. He's finding openings, looking to take advantage, and doing real damage to his opponent at the start of this fight.
Sonnen's back in full guard.
Big ground and pound. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, senta aí. Respira, relaxa. Look, I think we lost this round, but that's because he's outstriking you, okay? So I need you to get in there. I need you to...
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. Side control, a lot of weapons he can utilize here. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Chael. Good work by the bottom fighter to prevent the pass. Lands the ground and pound strike. As he looks to improve position here. Silva's able to transition back to side control now. Trying to pass guard here, nothing doing. Under 3 minutes to go here in round two.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Silva. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Now he's got his back.
Man, he can barely post, and his opponent's on to the next transition. Unbelievable. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
And there's another takedown attempt. Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, spinning back fist. Sonnen getting tattooed by that stiff jab. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5 for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick!
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check it, but he can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Oh, how accurate is she with that straight punch?
I mean, she gets the punch to the target as fast as anyone in the UFC.
Chael Sonnen goes in for the takedown, and he gets it. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body. Crushing elbow there. Oh, banging shot by him on the feet there.
John, his opponent ate all of that. That was beautiful.
Goes for the takedown. And there it is. You see it all the time. A fighter's getting crispy on the feet, humbled by a takedown.
That was good. He was fighting a flawless fight, but a takedown can really level the playing field. And that takedown right there was time perfect.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay cool and patient, and he's defending these submissions. Beautiful transition by this man. Posturing up now.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
You know, the thing I've seen recently, that these fighters, they get into the full guard and they feel safe. And they prefer to just keep this position opposed to advancing and trying to find a way to finish.
All right, the round is over, and Chael's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Championship round. ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Sonnen. Oh, how about that reversal by him there? Another ground and pound strike lands. Silva's looking dangerous here. He's got full mount. Well, he's got his back now. Good work from the top here by Silva. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
Silva ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really put some damage on them.
Oh, he got denied trying to pass. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up, get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Fifth and final round coming up.
Losing this fight, if it goes to a decision, you're going to lose, no doubt. So what are you going to do about it? I need you to stand.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Fifth and final round to decide the undisputed UFC middleweight championship. Oh, well done moving the head there to slip that left hand.
So many fighters waste energy trying to hang on the doubles. You got to go to one leg whenever those guys have their legs split so far apart. You're not going to collect the legs together to finish the takedown.
Shoot for a takedown here. He is stuffed. Well, that left hand has been there. Oh, man, straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the one that lands perfect, and that one landed perfect.
Well, nice job there a moment ago as he gets the takedown with relative ease.
Caught him sleeping, John. That was nasty.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Silva.
Big punch to the body.
Sonnen's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. All side control, a lot of options at his disposal here.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, another strike lands from the top. this is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chael. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. 1 minute to go in the fight.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Sonnen.
Beautiful transition.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Chael's back inside control here. All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Well, his smile lights up the room, and his performance lit up this arena tonight. Congratulations to the wildly popular Anderson Silva. No matter where we go in the world, Silva about as beloved and respected as it gets, and you've got to think he still enjoys a win of this magnitude.